Hello folks, and welcome to the tropical island of scientists, spin doctors, freaks and valets, and all sorts of other mischievous characters. Have a fair few people milling about in the barracks, still perhaps hoping to catch some sleep. Have a mercenary currently exercising instead, but good on him. Forces on the island are engaged in fighting. Ah yes, our freak got killed by the door trap. Well, so it is. In case there is ever a big threat against us, we will of course disengage the trap and let the freak go to work. And here we have a playboy teaching our spin doctor, Zach Lal, how to wine and dine. Mr. John Jive seems to think that it's going well so far. I wouldn't know really, though I believe that perhaps we should consider moving a do not press trap. Brilliant. I think that is going to be what we will be using. I mean, really, how can you say no to something that looks like this?
Object has been ordered.
We'll have it be triggered by the smart strap all the same. I'm sure it could also be used. No, not the smart cage. We moved this thing.
Object move order confirmed.
We moved here, so that perhaps it can. No, I'm overthinking this. It definitely needs to be here, because then it might actually attract someone to stand under the cage. Very, very good. We have a freak standing around wasting time.
Intruder tagged for termination.
Gentlemen,
Hostile presence detected in base.
please see to it that this chap is dealt with. Perfect. Science minions investigated handgun cabinet. Now I seem to recall we tested it with the biotanks, so we will try the centrifuge then. How is our prospective playboy coming along? Christian Davies is being trained by Zach Lal. So he's immediately passing on his newfound skills. That is very useful. Now then, we should probably hide. And these gentlemen can... It's a 3-risk mission. No, I can't carry that out with those forces. I think 2 mercenaries and the matron will be sufficient to complete the mission. 10 technicians would just melt if left to their own devices. Colonel Blackheart is feeling inattentive, so he plays some patty cakes with his trusty monkey Pendragon. Very good. I feel that we are making quite some solid progress on things, all things considered. Of course, we're also making quite a fair bit of bank off of these forces of justice, which is a good deal. And these ones should hide immediately, because Katerina Frostanova has taken exception to our activities. Hopefully she will leave soon enough. We have a scientist taking a small sample of our handgun cabinet in the hopes that it will lead to new research breakthroughs. Is she still there? No, she is not. Good. Resume stealing, gentlemen. Alright, 3 risk, but we have some fairly beefy people in the region. 30 seconds. Let's see how it goes. Alright, 7 technicians left. We will manage, I'm sure. Crazy old lady and 2 burly mercenaries should be enough to complete this. No casualties during the second hit. And we'll see if they manage during the final one as well. Well done.
Attention citizens, this is an official broadcast from Hammer's headquarters in Moscow. Hammer is here to keep you safe from our enemies.
These technicians can go back home,
perform your civic duties for us to operate successfully.
because we need some assistance in training new ones.
If you know anything about this event, or suspect anyone of being involved, you must contact your local Hammer official immediately.
Mammoth task. Russian scientists have been hard at work perfecting their genetic manipulation technology and have created a prototype gene machine for immediate testing. Archaeologists have recently excavated a remarkably intact woolly mammoth specimen in Siberia and have reputedly managed to extract DNA samples from the bone marrow. The ultimate test of the gene machine would be if it could resurrect this extinct beast. Of course, on its own, that would be far too benevolent, so we'll be sure to infiltrate the operation and tweak the mammoth's evil gene prior to reanimation, to ensure much trampling and rampaging. Brilliant. And these people should hide. We don't want Mariana Mamba to cause us any issue. We'll send in our quantum scientists to plot a little bit in Anvil territory, and we can expect moving your dead. Oh yes, I guess that the freak is still at large. Presumably it's dead though, it was very severely wounded last I saw it. I think it's going to need to be stopped. Actually, we can expect at this point that Hammer is going to try and come down on us. And I would rather this did not happen. So what we will attempt is to yes, here we have some hammer thieves.
New objects are available for purchase.
Oh, sentry guns. Unfortunately, I don't think I want them, because what they would do is attract an undue amount of heat and attention to our base. So we are going to leave them be for the time being. There's one mercenary who really isn't making himself very useful in Hammer territory, so he can move.
Mission underway.
Okay, so these 8 workers will perform this mammoth task and then immediately return back to base. This man should hide. So we haven't really had any plotting done in Japan recently. The Pacific Allies, I think.
Rascal here on the only private radio station in the USSR.
Oh.
They'll try to shut me down, but they won't find me. Siberia's too big and I'm too smart, yeah? Word is that a powerful evil organization has been making a fool of Hammer, committing crimes and getting away with it. Hammer's trying to cover it up, but you guys know Rascal will give you the skinny.
Tremendous. Now what's this? Oh, here they come. Here comes the counterattack. So, I want 3 freaks manufactured ASAP. I want the base to be placed on yellow alert so that our guards will arm themselves.
That should give me a lift.
Lord Kane is going to be needed near the base entrance so that he can terrorize these guards, or these what are they? Poor Hammer veterans. Quite poor indeed. And there we go. 3 freaks coming up.
Bow down before Lord Kane.
Yes. This should give the freaks enough time to be created and to reach the base entrance. So these gentlemen truly do have something that they need to be afraid of. Ah, there we go. Our ambulatory freak is accomplishing something. Okay, time to disconnect this network of smart traps so that the freak will be able to leave.
Is that an order?
That is an order. Oh, these guys are going to get such a surprise. It seems like he was going for something, but really now, he was doomed to failure. So we'll connect these traps back up again. Perhaps that was the brunt of the hammer force. did find some active infamies here as well. Or acts of infamy, rather. 4 valets, 3 guards. Feels like it should be doable.
Weekend tag issued.
So we are going to put a weaken tag on the freak so that somebody is able to terminally confuse it if they lay eyes on it. The fact of the matter is that the freak is very useful during assaults, but it can be quite a nuisance otherwise. How many people fell into that thing? Good lord. Oh, he has found the bottom trap. He should not have pressed that button. But it is what it is. I think our outside freak is still moving around the area, being a nuisance. And we can stand down though, since the hammer counterattack turned out to be completely pitiful. Now then, 4 guards, 4 valets. Why not send a couple of spin doctors, a playboy, and a scientist as well? I think that should do some to lower the hammer response. Or, sorry, I mean the anvil response. We are not particularly concerned about the...
This is going to hurt them more than it'll hurt me!
Quite right, matron.
Who's being naughty then?
No, Jubei. Don't be greedy. Greed is a terrible thing. Well and truly. And we have our minions going into the world in order to steal the samurai armor. Let's see, what do we have? We have the $1 million bill, Eiffel Tower, King Arthur's sword. We have the Ark of the Covenant, so that's 4 items. 5 items. Ah, so this is the last piece of the Uber loot then. Tremendous. Then, while we're at it, let's send in... Do we have 4 mercenaries available at the moment? No, of course we have more. We have these guys. So we can just set them up to acquire the Doomsday device data from Australia. 4 spin doctors. Have a slight minion shortage, I feel like, although it's mostly because we haven't really ordered any more. I feel like this should probably be saved for later, though. We are fast approaching the final stages of what can be accomplished with this his base. So, let's get that samurai armor. And we have made a small mistake. We should not have started this while the Anvil Justice Agent was on site. Terrible mistake, but I'm sure it will be fine. Four scientists for that mission, and I can send the matron as well. These ones should hide. Diplomatic envoy. This one should also hide. The American presence has been moved elsewhere. How is our heat levels looking? They're fairly significant, but not in a way I would consider problematic. It's mainly going to result in us having some additional agents or possibly thieves or infiltrators to deal with, but no soldiers. And I have to say I detest outright violence. So... ah, good, these people are returning to HQ, having seen nothing incriminating that they can remember. And they're going to take care of some of that saber heat from us. The mission to acquire the samurai armor is steadily progressing. The Justice presence left. That's excellent. Good news for us. The 4 mercenaries are still doing their thing. They're looking very, very good on the shape of the world at the moment. Full spin doctors. Do we have no guards on the island? We actually don't. 1 guard. Presumably he is taking part in training. I feel like we should probably prioritize guard training then. Having very low of a particular minion type is not very nice, I feel.
They must work harder.
Though, oh, the reason we're low on guards on the island is because we it's because we have sent them all into the world. Sorry, I was getting confused at Jubei moving out there. So, the matron and these scientists will be doing something. I'm sure the matron feels that the desert environment is great for her, but as long as she gets to bash some heads in, I'm sure she's very happy with her current situation.
Citizens of North China, the evil organization has once more committed deeds that insult the party chairman and our great nation. The samurai armor that has for so long been a symbol of our nation's pride and defiance was today taken by the uncouth barbarians who dared enter the house of the Forbidden City. Do not fear, citizens. The chairman pledges to find those responsible.
There we go. We have a lot of money to throw around. So, we are going to carry out these missions with the utmost efficiency.
Warning, burglary in progress.
Alert! This is highly illegal. Colonel Blackheart and Jubei, you have some work to do. Actually, just Colonel Blackheart. He has this in the bag. Yeah, you can keep mourning. You won't have to do that for long. You just stole the credit for Colonel Blackheart's kill.
You have failed me. It was the last
That
time.
is not a smart move. If you want to help, make sure that Colonel Blackheart gets the kill so that he learns from it. Otherwise, you're just wasting everybody's time because you are a pitiful and ultimately useless construction worker. You will be replaced in 20 seconds. That is the inconvenience it is to me to have you shot for your transgression. I'm sure he understands. We have an awful lot of missions to do here out into the world, but we only really need the Doomsday device information. Apart from that, we have done pretty much everything we need. And soon, Katerina Frostonova will be moving from Cuba. I would like this crowd here to also go to Cuba. And I want them to get that Doomsday device data. Mission in Australia.
An armament research lab in Perth was infiltrated earlier today, according to a leaked Sabre memo. No weapons were stolen, but some important schematics were downloaded onto disk by the villains. Now, onto the lighter stuff. My producers think that the news has been too depressing lately, so let me introduce you to Comedy Bruce. G'day, mate. What's with all the evil genius stuff these days? Why don't we ever hear about evil morons, eh? What's with that? This is gonna be a long...
So it is.
You're listening to Sahara FM, and this is the hourly bulletin. Officials investigating the crash of Flight 281 say that they have been unable to determine what happened because the flight's black box has been stolen. The passengers were all smashed rocket scientists, so the black box may well have contained recordings of conversations that revealed sensitive information.
Oh yes. So you will see that a button has appeared on our world domination screen that has some very interesting implications for us. New island. When we press this button, it's time for us to move on to greener pastures. Namely, we won't be... Actually, we will probably see that when we have the final one, but we can't take over the world using this island. That's just not on. We don't have any sort of like volcanic crater or anything to store any manner of like equipment in it. That's just not good. So, we are going to need to move. Yes, we are going to move to a volcanic island where we will be able to install big old missile silo. And in order to do that, we are going to be pulling our forces out of regions where they are not absolutely necessary for just a little drain of attention is really all it takes. What's this? What have we here?
Intruder tagged for psychological weakening. Weaken tag issued.
We have a pair of Smash people trying to cause problems for us. field barrier door. Now that's interesting. I almost wish to install one, but at this point we are not going to be keeping this base for much longer. We need to complete this mission. We are going to have our people stealing for as long as the mission is running. Then we will take them back to the island to ensure that our heat into the world dies down before we start dismantling what we have and preparing for the transfer. I'm not going to bother getting any further new advanced minion types until we have made the transition to the new island. But once we have, and we have the new island set up properly, that is going to be our first priority.
Bandits at 10 o'clock.
Colonel Blackheart, if you please. Lord Kane is just having a conversation with the matron. I guess the elderly do get along best together. These guys both have some manner of heat. Can't have that. We need someone to sort it out. Actually, I guess I can replace this door with a field barrier door. But, it's quite a buff object. Playboy Benjamin, no.
Intruder tagged for capture.
Absolutely, positively not. Jubei?
Rage bar at the max.
Ah, there we go. We'll have to have some sort of manners. Good heavens me.
Prisoner interrogation order confirmed.
We are going to put this man into the biotanks to teach him a small lesson about why desertion is a poor idea. Our heat level in Smash is currently rather quite high.
Prisoner interrogation requested. Select an interrogation device to proceed.
Yep. Get the biotanks. I don't actually want him killed, just penalized. On that note,
Thousands of you turned out to see El Presidente. Viva el Presidente! Viva el Presidente. Muy guasa. Nice. Thousands of you saw El Presidente publicly reveal the new fleet of Soviet submarines given to Cuba by Hammer. Unfortunately, the evil organization took advantage of the festivities to break into one of the submarines and steal some potentially dangerous weapon loot.
I love watching this trap go. Unfortunately, we are getting to a point where I'm starting to feel like it's more trouble than it's worth, because essentially all of our social minions are being hung up in there. So, I'm just going to kindly ask them to clear the hallway.
proper stench!
Capture tag issued.
Capture tag issued. Well done, Mr. Construction Worker. You captured the bad man. Oh, the matron can learn a new ability. Motherly love. Not sure what it does. I think I know what it does, but I just can't seem to. My laser.
Intruder tagged for termination.
Guards. It's time to bring our people back. Well, there is a significant fire hazard there. And by fire hazard, I mean hazardous fire.
Intruder tagged for psychological weakening. Warning, hostile presence detected in base.
I think we can stand down. Now that is done, we're going to dismantle all of the equipment in our control room, because, as mentioned, we no longer need it. And the control room is going to become our new storage facility for loot. Because of course we will be taking the loot we have acquired with us. Anything else would be ridiculous.
Caution, not all object hotspots are accessible. Tag removed. Prisoner set free.
I love watching that happen. An automated execution too. Brilliant.
Object will be moved shortly.
So now all of the loot we have acquired will be relocated into the control room. Including the space suit. I think I referred to it as a cosmonaut suit previously, but that seems to be inappropriate. This painting. Actually, we can set it on that wall. What loot else? We have this one. Mercury mirror.
Caution, not all object hotspots are accessible.
And we need to start soon. We are going to perform the move and explore the new island. But that is going to be something we will have to do next episode. The great moving day. We'll leave this dreadful desert place and find ourselves somewhere nicer to go.
Object will be moved shortly.
Packing up all the loot like this is probably the safest way to get it where it needs to be.
Now stocks new objects.
A hallucinogen gas cage trap. Wonderful. At least we have our scientists working hard, which is a good thing. We have practically full minion staff. We are short a couple of valets and spin doctors, but That's all going to be
Intruder tagged for capture.
this door should be locked. Oh, no. Halt. Do you obey?
I use some many spreads, but
Get him.
at the max.
Good work. I'm going to pay. Okay, so we can do that one with the impact analyzer and centrifuge. Well, I guess I got a bit distracted. But all of this will be done next time, when we start clearing out old rooms. But moving day is not today. Thank you for watching. Do take care.